Today's honors geometry lesson, section 11.8, is on using coordinate geometry in proofs. The objective is to prove statements by using coordinate geometry methods. We are going to prove that the median of a trapezoid is parallel to the bases and has a length equal to half the sum of the lengths of the bases. So we're going to start with number 1. We're going to prove that the median of a trapezoid is parallel to the bases. So our first step is to determine what we need in order to prove this. So we need to prove that MN, OP, which are the bases, have the same slope as LD, which is the median. So let's start by finding the slopes of all three segments. So let's start by finding the slope of MN. So the slope of MN is going to be 2S minus 2S over 2T minus 2R, and that's going to equal 0, because 2S minus 2S is 0. 0 over anything is 0. Now we're going to go ahead and find the slope of the second base, which is OP. So OP is going to have a slope of 0 minus 0 over 2V minus 0. So again, 0 minus 0 is 0, and 0 over anything is 0. Our fourth step is now we're going to find the slope of the median. So the median is LD. So the slope of LD is S minus S over T plus V minus R. So again, S minus S is 0, and 0 over anything is 0. So we know that if segments have the same slope, then the lines are parallel. Since the bases have a slope of 0, and the median of LD has a slope of 0, we can now go to our fifth step and write our concluding sentence. So our concluding sentence is going to state, since MN, OP, and LD have the same slope of 0, the median of the trapezoid is going to be parallel to the basis. So then the median of the trapezoid is parallel to the bases. Using the same diagram, we are now going to prove that the median of a trapezoid has a length equal to half the sum of the lengths of the bases. So our first step is to write what we're trying to find. So we're trying to find that the length of MN plus the length of OP, which are our bases, divided in half, is going to equal the length of LD, which is the median. So let's start off by finding all three distances. So we're going to start by finding the distance of MN. So we're going to take 2T minus 2R squared plus 2S minus 2S squared. We can't simplify, so we're going to say 2T minus 2R squared. And then over here, we're going to have 2S minus 2S, which is 0, and 0 squared is 0. So the distance of MN is 2T minus 2R. For our third step, let's go ahead and find the distance for OP. So we're going to take 2V minus 0 squared plus 0 minus 0 squared. Okay, so for OP, We know that 2v minus 0 is just 2v, so 2v squared. Okay, and then 0 minus 0 is 0. 0 squared is 0. So the distance of OP is 2v. Our fourth step is to now find the distance of LD, which is the median. So LD is going to have a distance of T plus V minus R squared plus S minus S squared. Okay, so this is going to give me T plus V minus R squared, and S minus S is 0, and 0 squared is 0. So the distance of LD is going to be T plus V minus R. Remember that the reason that the root sign is disappearing is that a root and a square cancel each other out. So because we have a root and a square on all three distances, the root sign is going to disappear. So now for our fifth step, we're actually going to substitute in the distance of MN plus OP divided by 2 and see if it does equal the distance of LD. So MN has a distance of 2T minus 2R plus OP, which has a distance of 2V. If we divide that in half, we are hoping that that's going to equal the distance of LD, which was T plus V minus R. So on the left-hand side, we can see that the coefficient for T, R, V, and the denominator is 2. So if we divide out a 2, which is the same thing as canceling them out, we're going to get that T minus R plus V does equal T plus V minus R. So we have now proved that the median of a trapezoid has a length equal to half the sum of the lengths of the bases. So for our sixth step, we're going to actually want to write our concluding sentence. So for our concluding sentence, we want to say, since MN, so MN plus OP divided by 2 did equal LD, then the median of a trapezoid has a length equal to, remember you can abbreviate, 1/2 the sum of the bases. And that's of the length of the bases. And that is the end of our coordinate proof. So at this time, if you have any additional questions, feel free to watch the video for a second time, and then write down any clarification questions you have and bring them to the next class.